going on then? So, I've actually took a day off because I had some stuff to sort out. I had to get the wheels sorted out with the new insert thing. I'll show you about that in a minute. Right, just a quick interlude. So I explain about the wheel situation. I bought some Integra DC2 wheels way back from Our Motion up in Wales, and they were in need of a refurb, so I eventually got round to taking them down to the wheel clinic in Northampton. Left them there for a week and they did the absolute business on them, and they painted them in a custom colour, which was Nissan YV3. Now that colour was actually suggested and chosen by a mate of mine, Dean Lander from Reflective Bodywork down in Woburn. Now the colour match is absolutely banging, it's perfect, but when they come back, they had a bit of a problem, as you'll see on this next image. One of the inserts which go into the wheel bolt or wheel nut holes is actually missing. Now, looking at the fact that it's been completely painted in and clear coated in suggests to me that it was already missing when the wheels went there. I didn't know this, so I had to muck around for like 3 or 4 days trying to figure out where I was going to get one of these things from, because previous to that I had no clue that a wheel insert even existed. So anyway, found a supplier, Raceways or something they're called, up in Donington, and they sent me a couple of these down, so we've now got this sorted out. So got some tyres on the wheels, and now we can get the wheels fitted to the car, but I'll come back to that another time, because the wheel fitment is a bone of contention on this car. So I'll do another video on all of that after, but that just fills in the gap with the wheels and shows you them in their all new spangly colours. And I have to make a start on all of this shit. Really not looking forward to it at all. We've got loads of this gunky crap everywhere. We've got some stuff here, I don't even know what that is. It feels like seam sealer or like sticky foam or something. I'm not entirely sure, but it's like just a horrible mess. Including that, I've got to whip the shocks out and fill the holes up. I've got to pull all of this wiring loom off that's here. Goes all the way around the back to the lights here as well. I'm going to pull all of that out. I'm actually going to shove it behind that panel just there, and then it'll pop out back through here. Just try and tidy it up a little bit, and then I've got to get to it with the cleaning and the sanding and the priming, the painting, and then the clear coating. So I've given myself 2.5 days, because we are 1:45 on a Friday. I really don't want to do it. It's one of them jobs I just cannot be bothered. So much work for what it is, like, but you know, me being me, I want it right, so let's get cracking. So just thought I'd quickly show you my chosen method for removing the sound deadening material. I'll do a better video clip because I've got a few extra bits over there, but this is what's left once you've done the heat gun scrapey stage. So you've got a load of adhesive shit left on the body. I'm just using Valetta's tar and glue remover. Panel wipe also works, but I haven't got a spray bottle for that, so I'm just giving it a wee little douse of this gear, leaving it to work its magic, and then I'm using literally the Tupperware top from a takeaway, from a Chinese takeaway, and then you just give it a little wee scrape, and it comes off pretty well, to be honest. And obviously being plastic, you don't really damage the material underneath much, if any, and then just comes off. Horrible brown stuff. So that's it. Just spray, scrape, spray, scrape. Takes about 5 minutes probably to do that section, so not too bad at all. Well, I thought I had rust in the footwells. I've sorted that side out now. But I think what it was is where I've drilled new holes and spent a week hacking that freaking bracket out of there, I've just got swarf everywhere. And where it's been slightly damp inside, because, you know, holes, it's just got a bit orange. So
I actually just put a bit of rust treatment on there. Now I'm washing it off with some alloy wheel cleaner, which has got an oxidization neutralizer type thing that goes on with it. So I'm just going to leave that going. I'm just working it in with my wheel brush, just giving it a good going, so you can see all the orange coming out, and then when I wipe that up, we should hopefully not have any rusty horribleness behind there. So let's give that a little, yeah, it's just where you can see there's a recess there, like a dent. So that's obviously what's happened there. Yeah, doesn't look to be any rust there. I got the pick at it and just started chipping it away, and it was like, oh, it's actually loose. It's just all stuck together. Same as in there, look. You can see it just scrapes up. It's not actually rusty. Obviously this stuff can't rust anyway because it's not metal, so that's what gave the game away, really. So just scraping all the crud out. I'll get a wee wire wheel in there. A few bits of crap there. Is it alright to use household silicone? Fill a few little gaps? Surely should, it's waterproof, isn't it? And it's flexible, should work. So yeah, get that bit done. Then finish cleaning up in here. That side's pretty much ready for prep now. It's cleaned as good as I'm going to get it. I'm going to leave the front of the floors black. I'm going to do the tunnel silver. Not sure if I might do these bits in silver. I might do silver sort of like up to there. Then obviously up to the window line. And got some sticky shit there to get rid of. And same on that side, so I'll get to that after I've done this. So yeah, a lot of work. Then we'll basically just give it good sanding, get rid of all of the paint runs. There's plenty of paint runs in it. You can see a few there. You're not going to see them anyway because you've got like a, oh, fucking just chipped off. It's like a cross brace type thing that bolts into that big like 3mm steel thing. So that'll go back in and cover all of that. Yeah, it feels like I'm slowly making progress. That's a big old job, this, I think. Might have bitten off more than I can chew, but we'll find out in a couple of days. Well, I haven't really filmed a lot today, but we made a little bit of progress. Windows and dash, they're all covered up. All the holes that go through the bottom, all the bits I don't want to get paint to go through are now masked up. I actually forgot to get rid of that friggin' horrible sticky shit because I forgot, and it looks camouflaged in with the black, so I completely forgot. So that's the first job in the morning, get that off, and then it's going to be a fairly lengthy day of just sanding to get all of this black stuff sort of smooth, level and keyed. I actually wazzed a bit off of the wire wheel in there, and it's so thick, it's like the fuel tank was. You can see how bloody thick it is. I probably made a bit of a mistake there. You can see where the wire wheel's chunked in. It's like a couple of mil thick. It's properly overkill and completely ridiculous. It just looks horrible. Like, the closer I get to it, the more awful it looks. So, got rid of a load of seam sealer that was over some bits and pieces on there. I'm just trying to make it look sort of uniform factory, I guess. A few holes to grom it up, bung up, whatever. Yeah, so it's taken a while. This is not a fucking 5-minute job. Not quite sure I'm going to mask the roof lining up, and there's no chance I'm taking it out because I only need to paint up to the edge of the thing there. So I might have to do some creative malarkey with that. I'm going to paint that because I'm undecided if I'm going to put the window trims back in. I've got all the bits to do it if I want. That was my original plan, but then I took them off. I was like, yeah, it don't look too bad. So undecided on that one. Might put them back in, I might not. But the main thing is just get all of this multicoloured hodgepodge, one uniform colour to a reasonable standard. I don't expect this to come out anywhere near as good as the engine bay did. And there's a lot more work as well, so fingers crossed. We'll try and get this bashed out and at least try and get it in some primer tomorrow, and then we're good to go. Don't recommend it. What a ball ache. So we're about 2 hours in. Got rid of all the sticky shit. No more sticky shit. And we have started to sand down the boot floor. This is why you don't use brush on paint. I mean, you see all the low spots. You can't feel them really, but I can see them there. And it's painstakingly slow. But that's like 1/3 of it done. To the front of the seat is the second third. Third third is up to the seat rail, because I'm probably not going to do the 2 front footwells. I'm going to leave those black, just so that you don't see all the shit from shoes or whatever. That's badly, hopefully. Going to do the tunnel silver, same as everything else. So lots more sanding to do, and then a bit more masking. You have to mask up around here and stuff, so it don't all get on the outside of the car. Mask up around the doors and whatever. Then we're good to go. So 2/3 of the way in now. All the back half is done, up to the front of where the back seats would normally go. So now we've just got this quadrant just here and that one the other side, and the tunnel. But looking at the time, it's only like just gone 12. So depending on how long those bits take, I might just do them bits as well. I was originally planning to leave them black, but I think it would look better if it all tied in with the tunnel. Not that you can see a great deal of it either way, but I don't know, a lot of work. I've just scuffed this bit really roughly with a bit of fucking 180, just because you've got a big cross brace section which goes in there, which I'm actually going to repaint just in satin black. It's already black anyway, so all of that wiring will be hidden, and all of that rubbishness, those holes that are there that are taped up, they're the bolt holes for it, so it goes right across the top in front of the fuel tank hole there. So yeah, good to go. Let's keep on at it. We're making good progress now.